Hey guys, we are N9000 Plus, and we're here to talk to you about a new trailer for Doctor Strange. I'm really excited about it, so what do you guys think?
So I'm actually maybe alone in this little panel discussion of not being super familiar with Doctor Strange. I mean, of course I know who he is. I'm familiar, but not maybe like my counterparts are.
I'm not that great at it either.
So like this counterpart. Because he definitely knows all about Doctor Strange. If I take the whole element of like superheroes and comic books and I eliminate all of it, what I'm left with for this trailer is a very awesome looking movie. Right. You get a little bit of that kind of Inception vibe when like the city's like closing in on itself.
But it's so cool.
And it's just very unique and very interesting. And I'm extremely excited to see this movie. I don't think it'll necessarily be like a favorite of the year for me, but I think it's gonna be really good.
We're delving into the mystical part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's been the untouched territory. We originally did just Earthbound heroes with Iron Man and the rest of the Avengers. And then we also went into cosmic space with Guardians of the Galaxy. Now we're delving into magic and supernatural, and of course it's going to be out there. But I feel like they have a nice balance where they still keep it somewhat in the real world as much as possible, like that kind of like Inception feel. And Benedict Cumberbatch, in my opinion, is the absolutely perfect choice for Doctor Strange. The rest of the cast I'm not too sure about, especially Tilda Swinton. Yeah, Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. In the comic books, the Ancient One is an old Chinese man. For some reason, they made the Ancient One into a blonde, bald woman.
Blonde-ish.
Scottish? Isn't she Scottish?
I have no idea what she is, but she was originally blonde, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
but they shaved her head or they gave her a bald cap, one or the other, to play the Ancient One. And in recent news, Disney's explanation for that was, it would upset China if we made the character into Chinese, even though the character is supposed to be one of the most powerful beings, the original Sorcerer Supreme, and the guardian of all good. So how's that bad? I don't get that. And yet they keep Wong, and I'm hoping they just don't make him into a manservant.
I'm kind of torn on that because I love her in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe as the White Witch. She was absolutely my favorite character. She's a brilliant actress. So I kind of want to see what she does with it. But on this other hand, like we've talked about before, about how casting for different characters, especially when it comes to ethnicities, tends to be a little wonky, especially since from what I can see in the movie, there's only one other ethnicity, which is Chiwetel Ejiofor. He is the only other person I see, and he is kind of the antagonist. So I kind of feel like they're putting in all of the ethnic people as not necessarily the good guys. So I'm hoping that it doesn't come across that way. It looks like it is so far, but I'm still super excited to see the movie. I'm hoping I don't walk out like
annoyed. Like, I don't care that she's a woman.
Yeah.
I don't care one bit about that.
Yeah.
But why can't she be a
Asian
Chinese woman?
Yeah.
The character's originally Chinese. There's no real good reason to make this character not Chinese anymore. Yeah. I think that's going to be the only thing about this film that I don't like. But again, it won't be Tilda Swinton's fault. She's a great actress, and she will do fine, I think.
She took the role that was presented to her.
I'll just be frustrated. That's really what it boils down to. So, but overall, I'm super pumped, and I will go see this movie in theaters as soon as it comes out.
I'm looking forward to Mads Mikkelsen's portrayal as the mystery villain. Now, he was casted not long after Hannibal was canceled, and it's still a question mark of who he's going to be playing. It doesn't even say on Internet Movie Database who he's going to be playing.
And we've looked recently, too.
We
keep looking.
We really looked recently, so we really have no idea. My theory is either Dormammu or Nightmare. I'm leaning towards Dormammu because he is really the biggest villain for Doctor Strange, and it would make sense to kick it off that way, especially since you're also having Baron Mordo. If you kind of do it like the animated movie of Doctor Strange that came out a couple of years ago, do it along those lines where Baron Mordo eventually, like in the comics, betrays the Ancient One and unleashes Dormammu upon the world. That would definitely set up things. You'd be setting up your primary villain and your secondary villain, and also, of course, just Doctor Strange becoming the next Sorcerer Supreme too, because that's what happens. The Ancient One passes away, and he takes the role as Sorcerer Supreme.
See what I meant when I said that I knew less about this than some other people in this little group discussion?
You wonder what I see in your future? Possibility.
By the eye of nerdom, we thank you for watching our review of Doctor Strange, the very first trailer. If you want to watch more of our trailer reviews, click over here. And if you want to stay on top of all of our videos, make sure to click subscribe down below. But before we go, we want to know, what do you think about the first Doctor Strange trailer? Is Benedict Cumberbatch still the perfect choice? Are you against him being playing the role? What do you think about the Ancient One being played by Tilda Swinton and totally changing race? And who do you think Mads Mikkelsen will be playing? Leave your comments down below.
Whispered repetition.
Catchphrase.